Stay the fuck out of nigga lane. Hey, don't swear, don't swear, hey, don't swear. Bush lane.
All right, all right, all right. All right, here we go. Here we go. No games, just business podcast, episode 38. I'm Darius and I'm here with my man Don. What's good, Don? I see you representing today.
Yeah, trying. I said I didn't have any heat apparel on me at the moment, so I said, well, none that I wanted to actually wear. So I said, I'll put on some bingo stuff.
Come on, man. I know you got the Alonzo Mourning jersey somewhere in the closet, man.
Yeah, you've been there. You know, I got my stuff framed, and I ain't about to unframe it.
Hey,
So
Tyler
hey,
Hero. Tyler Hero coming back.
yeah. Hopefully he come back in the finals because that's what we need to be. We down by 11 right now, but ugh, still got 8 minutes left, and we still got Jimmy Butler. So
Y'all about to let them come back?
when you mean come back, what you mean?
Hey. Won't be the first time team came back from three
No, it
zero.
would be it would be the first time. There's nobody ever done that.
3-1, 3-1 though. A lot of
Yeah, this ain't this ain't
few
3-1.
teams came back from 3-1.
This ain't 3-1.
Could be. Could be.
Nah. I think we make a run before the end of the night and we go ahead and end this.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we will have to see. So NBA playoffs. NFL offseason's been kind of quiet at the moment. LeBron, he's out of the playoffs. They're already getting on my man for going on vacation right after the game. It's crazy, man.
He on
Why do
vacation?
why the media do this all the time? Yeah, my man relaxing. My man
Uh,
39 years old, 38, 39. He good, man. He good.
yeah. Hey, and you can't even say nothing because I mean the way he played, you can't even say nothing about it. But I mean we'll get into it a little bit later. But I mean, shoot, there's some other guys on that team that you're supposed to be really looking at like that, like giving them the side eye.
Exactly. What we got on the agenda today, Don?
First, we're gonna run it down with NBA playoff review. We're gonna chop it up about LeBron. We're gonna chop it up about those Miami Heat, the Denver Nuggets for sure, and then Boston Celtics. Then we're gonna go to the most overrated teams. I mean, we talking about some of the teams that all you hear is, "Oh, they could win a Super Bowl now. Oh, they could do this. They could do that." Just pre-anointing the stuff Darius likes to do. And then we're gonna move on to one. Okay, we're gonna move on to one question for every NFL team. Should be pretty interesting. I want to see what Darius comes up with. He's probably gonna be like, "Oh well, can Desmond Ritter win MVP?" Some dumb stuff like that.
Never
That
know.
that's type of stuff that Darius be saying. And then we're gonna go to top five worst fan bases. Mm, that should be an interesting one because there's some that really annoy me more than others. And then we're gonna finish it off with round robin. And I would like everybody to like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe button at the bottom, leave 5 stars, and share. And let's get it started.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. Let's get right into it, man. NBA playoffs, man. NBA playoffs. LeBron and them Lakers. I said it, man. I said they were gonna make the Western Conference Finals. They did. I had a feeling that they would, along with AD, uh, helping this team along. And they got swept. They got swept in the Western Conference Finals. Um, I don't see it as a failure of a season. I mean, they did come in as the seventh seed. I don't think anyone really had this team winning the championship. I don't think a lot of people before the playoffs had them really even getting this far. Really, uh, they made a lot of roster moves this season that benefited their run, bringing in Rui. Um, what's the guard's name? Uh,
Dilo.
yes, D'Lo. And I mean Austin Reeves. I mean he set up for a big payday this offseason. I honestly think they're gonna make a run for Katie. I mean, not Katie, Kyrie. I think that's gonna happen. I definitely think that's gonna happen. Now rumors are out. That's just mainstream media saying, "Oh, is LeBron James gonna retire?" We know LeBron isn't gonna retire this year.
Mm.
We all know that they're just trying to find a narrative. They're trying to find a story at the moment. I definitely think they're gonna pursue Kyrie. I definitely see LeBron staying until Bronny gets into the league. That's gonna happen as well. But again, I think LeBron is kind of like Brady at this point. He can't do it all by himself, but he'll give you these games every once in a while. Where I, I mean, we haven't seen it. No 38-year-old NBA player has done it. We got to give LeBron some flowers for his performances that he does put out. I mean, 21 points in the first quarter. He came out and I mean he played the entire game, literally the entire game. No, I mean at 38 years old, of course he's going to start dying out towards the fourth quarter. That's when we needed more from AD, even though AD was the main one scoring. But that's where you needed the Austin Reeves to step up, the D-Lows, the Schroeders to step up during that time. And honestly, the Nuggets just showed that overall they're just a better roster. And I mean, if you ask me, as much as and this isn't. I know you like to say I like to hate, but I'm not hating. I'm not hating at all. I'm just being real. This is my opinion. I do see the Heat Nuggets championship, but I do see the Nuggets taking that game only because of the simple fact I think the Heat's going to run out of that run that they have at the moment. They're getting these gritty wins. They're getting these tough wins. They're a very tough minded team. Um, but I definitely think the Joker's is on a mission. I mean, Jimmy Butler, if he wins this, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler's probably in. He's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame at some point. But I mean, this would stamp it right here if Jimmy Butler led this team to the finals and won the finals versus the Nuggets. And I mean, this has to stop all the Joker's disrespect. Any Joker disrespect from here on out has to stop if this Nuggets team wins the championship. I mean, he does literally everything that fucking damn near Steve Nash can do in a big man's body. He's facilitating, he's rebounding, he's playing defense, he's scoring. They say he had an off night just the other night, and he put up a triple double. He put up 35 points, double digit rebounds, double digit assists, and they said that's an off night for the Joker. If that's an off night, hey, I take it any day, brother. I take it any day. I wish we had that in Houston. Um, but hey, man, I got to give the Nuggets their flowers. They're playing very well. Big, fast, young roster. When Jamal Murray is hot, that's a dangerous guy on a court because he can have really big games or he can have really cold games. But when he has big games, they're big games. Aaron Gordon, very athletic. I mean, you got Michael Porter Jr. This team is hungry. You could just tell that they're playing fast. They're playing on both sides of the court, and they're just showing all of these teams that that's why they've been damn near the number one roster in basketball all year. And but it's going to be a tough series. Once they do play the Miami Heat, the Miami Heat should close it out either tonight or the next game. That'll be Game 6.
Five.
That'll be game. Oh yeah, Game 5. Game 5. Sorry about that. But they should be closing it out within the next few days. And I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't see this. How many Eastern Conference Finals have the Celtics been to in the last 4 years? 3.
Mm, they met Miami in the bubble. Who did
They lost it.
Milwaukee? Who did Milwaukee play? Boston.
Yeah,
So they've been to four back to back. I'm guessing.
4 in a row, and they've only made the finals once. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be time. I mean, you can't. I mean, with two, you can't have that much cap with with your two best players. You're not going to be able to pay the rest of these guys on this roster. So, um, one of them has to go, and that's going to be Jalen Brown. I think we all know that, and we'll see what the Celtics do next because I mean, they're saying that losing Udoka was a big loss at this point. They never said that all year, but now they're in this predicament right now, and they say Ime Udoka was a big loss for this organization. Hey, man, it is what it is. Just make your excuse and keep it on moving, I guess. But the Miami Heat are playing very well. Very surprised all of us really, and I can't root it. Only reason I have to root against them is because you're a Heat fan. But other than that, I wish the best for my man Jimmy Butler, man. I wish the best for that brother, man. I wish it had to come down to this, Jimmy.
Oh, Lordy. Um, what I say? What I say about the two games that we've seen? As far as the Nuggets and Lakers, I give LeBron immense credit. I mean, game four, he went out there, scored 31 at half, and he only, like you said, he played damn near the whole game. He only was out 4 seconds of the game, and that's when he was running into the tunnel right before halftime. So you got to give him his props for that. I mean, he just ran out of gas, to be honest with you, at the end. And what do you expect from a 38-year-old that done left it all out there? I will say AD didn't help him out too much on the offensive side, and that's supposed to be your running mate. Rui didn't have like one of these big nights. I think he only had like 13 points. I will say Austin Reeves, he shut me up. I'll say that because I did not think Austin Reeves was that good, like how these people would be trying to say. And Burr averaged 22 per game in the Western Conference Finals. So you got to give him that. And then like D'Lo, my God, talk about fumbling the money. He definitely cost himself some money this free agency period. And so I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like the Lakers, they're like in a good spot and they're also in a bad spot because now you're hearing all like the Kyrie stuff, and I'm like, man, like why bring Kyrie in there? Somebody that's undependable. You can't depend on Kyrie. You don't know if he's going to be there, and you also don't know if he can stay healthy. You already got AD who already is like that, so you're gonna have two not knowing if they're gonna be there, and then also injury prone people. So I'm just like, I would stay away from that if it's me. Um, but getting back to the game, you got to get the Nuggets props. Like Jokic put up 30 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists in the closeout game. And some of them shots that he was hitting over LeBron and AD, he was doing step back, just throwing them things up, looking like he was just heaving it, and it was going in. So you got to give him props for that. And then even Aaron Gordon stepped up in a major way. I think he was only averaging like 9 points per game, and then this last closeout game, he put up 23 or something like that. Then he has knocked down three big threes throughout the game. So you got to give him his props and guard on LeBron, making it tough on him. So I give the Nuggets immense credit. They will be a tough team to beat. Of course, I'm rolling with my Heat. Don't look like we're going to take care of business tonight. We're down 16 at the moment to the Boston Celtics. Only 2 minutes left. And I mean, speaking of this particular series, I mean, Miami came out and punched them in the mouth. I hear Boston say, "Oh, Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart say, oh, don't let us get one, bro. We're gonna whoop y'all ass in Game 5. I can promise you that. Like, stop the cap, bro. Like, I got so irritated when I seen that nonsense there. Like, bro, we're gonna smack y'all ass, bro. I promise you that. And y'all got a hot night where y'all was hitting all these threes tonight. Y'all ain't did that all series. So what I'm supposed to think, oh, that's gonna carry over to next game when I've seen all series. Y'all haven't been knocking down y'all threes. But all right, cool. Go off. But we'll see. So, I mean, honestly, the Heat has been punking the Celtics all game. I felt like Miami came out a little bit lax. Boston showing that they wanted it more tonight, even on the defensive side on the rebounds. And hey, they got their one win, so it doesn't look as bad. They're going to get gentlemen swept. So hey, props to you. You can't say you got swept, but um, yeah, I'm more so just focused on the Nuggets and Heat, but I'm trying not to just already cancel out the Celtics, even though we're gonna bust that ass in Game 5. But hey, go off, Boston. I'm sure they're gonna be. I'm sure all the ESPNs and all of them are gonna be tomorrow. Oh, can the Celtics rally from 3-1? Like, come on, bro. Like, no, hell no. Like, they got one hot shooting night. That's all cool, but don't get it twisted. They will lose in Game 5. But and then Reggie Miller and them starting to aggravate me. It's like you know, I'm going on a little mini rant about this, but I can't stand when I'm listening to commentators and it seems like they just want one team to actually like go on a run or actually like they're like, oh, Boston, this is your chance to go on a run, or Boston needs to do this, Boston needs to do that. Bro, there's another team playing on the other side. Why you ain't got that same commentary for them? Like, it just irritates me. But that's my little mini rant about them. But Miami in 5.
Couple things here. Commentary. Let's because you just brought that up. That's probably fresh in your mind right now. The commentary. Aren't they supposed to see it both sides? Isn't they?
Yeah.
Is it? Aren't they supposed to see it as, hey, this is where the Celtics is supposed to, have the opportunity to take advantage of what's going on in the game, or hey, this is where the Miami Heat got the momentum. They need to do this to keep it pushing. They need to keep shooting the three ball well, or Jimmy has to keep attacking, you know, or Bam has to get boards. How you gonna come at the commentary when they need to they come on, man. You know what the money is. You know how the money goes. They need the money to
With that,
keep going. They need another
with that
game.
Nah, I don't want to see another game. I'm tired of seeing them. Like, I get tired of seeing. No offense, I get tired of seeing Al Horford dad in the stands. I don't want to see him no more. I got that's yo. I realized I don't hate people for real, but I seen Bill Simmons say this. I got player hate. Like, I don't like certain players and I don't like certain things.
What the hell Al Horford do to you?
No, I just get tired of them showing his dad. I'm like, bro, I don't care about what his dad doing in the stands. I don't like stop showing him. Then you got then the other day with the Lakers, I was so happy they got eliminated. I get so tired of looking at Dennis Schroeder. Like, he annoys the living mess out of me. Like, go sit down. Like, and then the little celebration they do, that junk irritates the living mess out of me. Like, bro, y'all are trash. Well, you're trash. Stop acting like you hit one or two threes and you like that. Like, that junk literally irritates the mess out of me. But that's my little mini
Trash
rant.
though? Trash?
Is Dennis Schroeder like that?
I mean, I won't say he's trash.
He's a pesky defender. Gives me Pat Bev vibes.
Uh, uh, what's the
Just a
other
better
guy
shooter.
that
Just a better shooter.
man? What's the other guy for the Clippers that Reggie Jackson? Him and Reggie Jackson is pretty much like the same type of player to me.
Mm-mm, mm.
Attacking guards that are like gritty on the defensive end and aren't really good facilitators. They're like two guards playing the one.
Mm.
Um, but there was another thing you said. Kyrie to the Lakers. You think that LeBron isn't the only guy that can kind of get in Kyrie's ear to where that'll work out? You don't think LeBron has that type of pedigree, or that type of command of that team and Kyrie to kind of keep him on track?
Well, the problem with this whole Kyrie thing, like I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, they should go try to get Kyrie. LeBron is probably, if I know everybody don't really speak on this, LeBron's probably in LA only one more year, to be honest with you, because his son's gonna be coming to the league. So, and I doubt the Lakers are gonna be sorry enough to get him. So, and then you
I won't
already
say
know,
he
and
won't. I won't say he's gonna go number one, but he probably
No,
go like seven. He
I don't
probably go like top seven.
I don't think he goes number one. Definitely not. But if you know these NBA teams, if you know if you draft Bronny, you're going to get at least one season of LeBron. Team's going to start reaching just to have just because they know what the implications are going to be that they're going to be able to get LeBron also just because they got
Cleveland.
Bron. So I mean, I'm just like for me, it just doesn't make sense to go out here and get Kyrie, especially somebody that's not dependable, and you can't rely on him. So you're going to basically leave him with him and AD, and like you said, I don't like the LeBron retirement stuff. I don't think LeBron's going to retire this year because for the simple fact of playing with his son, and I just feel like he might have did that to try to put pressure on the Lakers to try to make a move. Maybe I mean there's a report that they want Kyrie, so maybe that's why he put it out there. Like I'm gonna retire if you don't do what I want you to do. But I think LeBron's coming back. I think that if they go after Kyrie, I don't foresee this ending well. To be honest with you,
Honestly, I think that gave him a good shot to come out the West with Kyrie.
well they could get Kyrie. It's not impossible to get Kyrie, but uh, mm,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, but so you got the Heat winning it all, even
hey
versus the
man,
Nuggets.
hey man, hey man.
Realistic.
I'm being realistic. I mean, we got time to talk. We ain't even got to give no finals prediction right now. We got time. Finals don't start until June 1st. But I mean, we gonna have another show before next Sunday. We gonna have another show. I'll give my prediction then
Shoot, by
when
that
it's
time it's
when
gonna be
it's
3-3.
no, it's
Game
not.
seven.
Finals don't start till June 1st.
I know the series is gonna be 3-3 for the Boston and the Miami Heat.
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna have your backs against the walls then.
So we start the our series starts next Thursday. So we have another show in a few days. That's when I give my prediction on the finals. That's when you'll get a prediction out of me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure you know where I'm gonna be leaning. I've said it before, but you know,
Who gonna guard Joker?
bam. And we're gonna throw a lot of different schemes at him. We have the best coach in the NBA. Question: Who's guarding Jimmy? What they gonna throw Aaron
Um,
Gordon? They gonna throw Aaron Gordon at him?
nah, they probably throw Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Not big enough.
Who else they got?
Their starting lineup is Murray Porter Jr., Caldwell Pope, and Gordon and Jokic. So that seemed like a lot of people that Jimmy could just pick and choose who he wants to go at. You see how he's doing with these Celtics. He's picking and choosing who he wants to go at. So, and me personally, I'm taking me personally, I'm taking Jimmy over all those defenders besides Aaron Gordon, who's probably strong enough to basically go muscle for muscle with Jimmy. I feel like they're just gonna run pick and roll the whole time, try to get easier matchup. Jamal Murray, Caldwell Pope, definitely Porter Jr. because that boy ain't got no defense up in him. And we're gonna see where the chips lie at the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good series. Gonna be a good series. All right.
And I also one more thing. I also say this. I like our defensive makeup on our team. We had that high screen roll with Murray and Jokic that was killing the Lakers. We have a Jimmy to put on Murray that can switch on to Bam can switch on to Murray. We have a Jimmy Butler who can guard Murray 1-on-1. And we have Gabe Vincent, who's pesky, who we seen lock down Trey Young a few playoffs ago, and Caleb Martin coming off the bench. Like we have some guys to throw at them. I know everybody's thinking that this gonna be just so easy, but I'm liking our chances.
Yeah, I even seen the Lakers might pursue Trey Young as well. I seen that rumor the other day.
Jesus, Jesus.
I mean, that's really what they need. They need a facilitator, man. They need a
They
facilitator.
need another playmaker, but they already said that they want to bring back Rui, and then they also said they want to bring back Reeves.
Oh my
So
goodness.
in order to actually bring in one of these top players like a Kyrie or Trey Young, you're going to have to get rid of Malik Beasley. You're going to have to get rid of Rui Hachimura, and then I believe you get rid of D'Lo, and then I think they can still sign Reeves, but you basically get rid of all your key role players just to bring in one man that you can't really count on because he's been proven since he's left LeBron before he can't be counted on.
I wouldn't mind to see that Trey Young AD connection. That'll be a nice. I think that'll be a nice fit for Trey.
Yeah, but Trey Young takes oh my god, you talk about bad shots. He takes a lot of bad shots. Like if you ever go look at his shot quality, it is one of the worst in the league. I'd be like, bro, like all you do is just jack up threes and to like try to get to the hole and make little floaters. Like you have no mid range game. It's just I
But
don't like it.
wouldn't that benefit? Wouldn't he benefit from playing with LeBron? Because he can set up his own shots by just sitting around the 3 point line, and I mean he would have to learn
So
how
now
to
you're
catch.
limiting him to a spot up shooter.
Well, yeah, he'll have to do a lot more catch and shoot instead of creating his own shots. But that might help him out. I mean he's pretty ball dominant. Um,
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So now you're
but I
taking
think
a
that I think he could set up AD and Rui. I mean, if they're able to keep Rui, I don't mind giving up D'Lo for and a couple other people um for Trey Young.
mm, I just don't think that they have enough to get him. To be honest with you, like you don't have nothing Atlanta wants.
Yeah, that is true. Besides D'Lo and
Ain't nobody, and he a free agent. Ain't nobody want no D'Lo. Like, come on now, ain't nobody want that mess.
I
So
mean a
I'm just
lot of
like,
I mean he's been passed around to quite a few teams.
that's all. Just like, and then he didn't help himself this playoff run. I mean, this series. So after people done seen this, they gonna be like, no, I don't think we want to mess with that right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
But
right. So
good.
let's get into the next one, man. Most overrated teams in the NFL. What you got, Don?
Oh, I'm starting. Where do I want to start? There's what you think. What you think, man?
You about to say some bull? I know it.
I'm not. I'm
I'm gonna
really
just
not.
guess one of those teams is the Buffalo Bills,
They
and
did
I'm gonna
make the list. They
and I'm
did
gonna
make
just
the
guess
list.
the other team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Nah, they don't make my list. They don't. I thought about them, but I was like, I get so used to Dallas fans every single year saying that this is their year that it doesn't really piss me off that they say that it's their year or that people because the media knows that when playoff time come, you can't rely on Dallas.
Yeah,
It's the teams that people try to push up to the championship level that have not done nothing or they're just like or they added somebody and now they're going crazy about them. Dallas doesn't fit that criteria. Dallas did make some key pieces, but honestly, you haven't really heard much about Dallas this offseason. People haven't been like even saying, "Oh, Dallas gonna win next year." I have not heard that. The teams that one of the teams that have caught my attention is those Baltimore Ravens because I am so tired of hearing, "Oh, I told you earlier. I just seen a man say the Baltimore Ravens going to go 14-3, and Lamar Jackson was going to win the MVP. I guess next he going to throw for 6,000 yards too. I guess that's what's going to happen because now they got washed up OBJ who's coming off two ACL injuries and a broken ankle. I guess that just changes everything for them. Or I guess the fact that oh they drafted Zay Flowers, another little small receiver. Ooh, so scary. Or I guess the fact that they got Rashad Bateman coming back, a guy that's never had over 800 yards. Like, bro, I'm so sick and tired of hearing. Oh, and don't let me forget. Oh, They changed offensive coordinators. They have Todd Monken now. Todd Monken wasn't even like that. Like he was straight when he was with the Cleveland Browns. Stop acting like he's just going to do something so spectacular. Only thing he's going to do is have them passing more than Greg Roman did. And then we don't even know how that scheme is going to even look under a Lamar Jackson, who could say their backup quarterback is more accurate than their starting quarterback. But that's another story for another day. I'm just so tired of hearing about the Baltimore Ravens. Their time has passed. They're a cool little team. They are. But at the end of the day, they're not winning nothing. You can't rely on Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. I'm tired of hearing them say, oh, they can make a Super Bowl run. Bruh is 1-3 in the playoffs. He couldn't beat the damn Titans. The Titans, Darius. What we gonna do with that, bro? You and we all talk shit about the damn Titans. Come on now.
I will give the fact that the Titans do have a really good run defense.
Oh,
And what does the Ravens do? They typically run the football.
well,
So
that seemed to me that Lamar Jackson should have been throwing. Now, shouldn't he?
hey, I mean, when you ain't got no one to throw to, it's hard to do that too, man.
He got Mark Andrews,
Just come on, man. You could take
top
Mark
four
Andrews
tight
out the
end.
game.
Hey,
Come on, man.
I just seen you tell me earlier or the other day in the group chat that Patrick Mahomes has done this without no talent. That's what you said. But
Hey,
he does
hey.
have Andy Reid and he also does have Travis Kelsey. So I'm trying to figure out he at least has a top four tight end. Why he can't do that same stuff? And they said he's one of the most
He's
dangerous
not Lamar
weapons.
Jackson.
They
I
say
mean,
he's
he's
one
he's
of the,
not Patrick Mahomes.
they
No
say
one's
he's one
Patrick
of the most.
Mahomes.
Okay, be that may. I don't care. I'm not here to discuss that part of the. I'm just saying. All I heard was you say this man did it without any weapons, and I'm just trying to figure out. This man got Mark Andrews. This man, he's a one man army by himself. Why you can't win more than one game in the playoffs? But now we're supposed to praise you just because it's a new year and say, "Oh, the Baltimore Ravens are going to win a Super Bowl." I'm good. I'm so good off of that.
Yeah, I don't know who said the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. I never said that.
No, no,
Um,
hey, every time, hey, there's a lot of yous out here. You know what I'm saying? You aren't the only one that just be
I'm a one
spewing
of I'm one of a
nonsense.
kind, man.
You know what I'm
Ain't no one
saying?
like me, man. No one
You
like
know what I'm
me.
saying?
But I will say I'll get to the Baltimore Ravens a little later. I mean I do like the roster overall. I'm not saying that they are the best team in the AFC. I just think they have a lot of talent, and if they could put it together and if they could stay healthy, then this team could be very dangerous. I mean, it was only 3 years ago that they won the division back to back years. But hey, it is what it is. Because I think before the Bengals, the Steelers won it, right? So the Ravens won 2018, 2019. Steelers might have won it 2020, and then you guys won it 21 and 22. So I
Mm.
mean, hey,
That
it
time
is
is
what it.
fast. That time is
Hey,
fast.
if that's what you think, that's what you feel. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. But if this team is healthy, they're gonna be dangerous. I say that.
Key word in that statement.
If
If if they was this and if they was that, all we can go off of it is they what they are, and they're always injury prone. That that's your problem. There is when the Lakers got swept yesterday. I sat here and thought about you. I said, "Damn, didn't Darius tell me that AD was better than Jokic?" I believe that's what he told me, and all I could hear was, I mean, if he does this and if he does that, he could be better than
who said
Jokic.
who said whoa, 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 whoa.
You
Who said he
told
was better
me,
than
you
Jokic?
to you
Don't you
you
come on here and say that.
on everything. You told me
Pull a
that.
tape, man. Pull a tape.
We was talking on the phone. Hold on, I'm gonna put the tape back. We was on the phone.
Pull a
You
tape.
told me that. You told me
No, I
that,
didn't. No, I didn't.
bro. You be spewing this nonsense, and then I pulled a card, and all I could think about was when you said he is better than Embiid and Jokic. Man, I think Jokic is proven He might just be the best player in the league, and I think he's proven that ain't none of these other big men touching him. I don't care if it's Giannis, I don't care if it's AD, damn sure ain't Embiid. None of them are touching that man.
Hey, I will say that I did say AD, his skill set should be, he has a top five skill set to where he should be dominating the league. Unfortunately, I don't think he has that dog in him because he's like he's like Amari Cooper. Like Amari Cooper show up and have a big game and then go quiet the next game. Have a huge game the next game, then go quiet the next game. It's like that.
Yes, did you say it? Is the question. Did you say
I
it?
didn't say he was better than the Joker.
Yeah.
You tripping. You
Yeah.
tripping now. You tripping now.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
ain't gonna let you do this now.
Nah,
But
nah. This man changed up after he seen the series. He can't come
nah,
on here and
man.
spew that
Nah,
nonsense.
man. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I ain't say that. But my overrated team is the New York Jets. I
Mm,
mean, they
mm.
won 7 games last year, and I love the start. They started off 7-4, but I hate the finish. I hate the finish because they went on a 6 game losing streak at the end of the season.
Mm.
And I mean, all 7 out of 10 of those losses were playoff teams. They were swept by New England, and they lost to a hot Lions team at the end of the season. And honestly, they feel like they're QB away. That's why they go out and they trade a first round draft pick for Aaron
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers, right? Because he's going to play 60% of the snaps. That's in his clause. He has to play at least 60% of the snaps. That's going to happen, you know. So they go get Aaron Rodgers for 4-time MVP. Okay, okay. They got a top five defense, top five in points allowed, top five in passing, pass yards. I'm talking about defense here. Um, they give Aaron Rodgers what he's looking for as far as bringing in Randall Cobb, bringing in what's the other receiver's name that I can't get off the top of my head at the moment?
Lazard.
Alan Lazard. But Alan Lazard only his best season was last year, and he has 700 receiving yards. Well, okay, Randall Cobb isn't what he was 4 years ago, right? If that's what you're living
Serious,
off of,
serious. You know
cool.
who this? You know who this sounds similar to?
Who?
The damn Baltimore Ravens. But continue.
Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This team felt like if they could score at least 10 more points per game, they can be a playoff team. That's what they feel like, right? And that's why they go out and get Rodgers because they think they can do this. They got Sauce Gardner, All Pro rookie from last year. They're about to pay Quinny Williams. Um,
Or,
hopefully,
or are they?
who knows? I'm sure they're gonna pay him. I'm sure they know they need him. Um, hopefully Brees Hall comes back healthy after that ACL tear, and I mean at least he has a top tier, top top 20 receiver, damn near top 25 we could say.
He
And
is not
Garrett
top 20.
top
Relax.
25, let's say top 25, top 30 receiver in the league in Garrett Wilson. Um, but I don't know. I don't know, man. This team they have to win. They have to win the division, and if they don't win the division, I don't know how this team gets into the playoffs, really, because I can look at the schedule and say, yeah, this could be a 10-win team, but they can easily go 8 and 9. They can easily win like 8 or 9 games instead of 10 games. Um, they got to steal some wins because they got some tough games. They got the Bills twice. They got the Dolphins twice per year. They got Philly this year. They got Dallas. They got the Chargers. So they got to steal some of these
Chiefs.
games. They got the Chiefs. Yeah, they got to steal some of these games in order to really get into the playoffs. Because the rest of it is pretty winnable. And talking about New England, I'm not the biggest New England fan, but just looking at the Jets record versus New England over the last 10 years,
Mm,
18,
mm,
18 and 2. They
mm,
haven't beat the New England Patriots since 2013.
mm.
So, um, yeah, I don't know about this roster. I mean, I said that they could sneak into the playoffs. I don't think that makes them a championship caliber team, but I think it makes them a playoff roster. But I can also see them winning eight games. So yeah, I think they're a little overrated at this point.
They did make my list. Also, touch on that really quick, briefly. It's a lot of what you say. I've said this before. The Jets give me Russell Wilson to the Broncos vibes. They had a top five defense. They brought in this quarterback that he's gonna be able to do this. He's gonna be able to do that. And I'm seeing people rank them top four now, bro. We haven't seen them play not one single game. Last time we seen Aaron Rodgers play, he didn't look like that guy. And they all going off of, oh, he's going to be motivated to do this. So was Russell Wilson last year, and we see where that got him. He even got to open the season in Seattle, and he took an L. So now we going off of Rodgers, who's going to have a way tougher schedule this year, even inside the division, and then even the teams that they have to play outside the division. They have a rough stretch. They could literally start off under 500 after week 6, maybe 2-4 to be keep it 100 with you. Like, their schedule is not easy throughout the whole year, and people are just praising them like they're this team that we've seen of level of consistency with. Like, we haven't seen them do nothing. So that's just what bothers me about the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, about the New York Jets. My team that also I want to speak on. It's those Buffalo Bills, because I'm still seeing stuff like I just don't understand. Like, am I tripping? Like, am I tripping for thinking like the Buffalo Bills should not be ranked this high, like in these power rankings? Top two.
I mean, okay.
I can name three. I can name three teams.
I'm assuming you said that because they're above the Bengals.
No, not even. Honestly, it's not even just because they're above the Bengals. I can name three teams. I can name three teams off top of my head that I think both of us agree are better than the Buffalo Bills.
Name them.
Eagles, 49ers, and Bengals.
Can you really say the Eagles? I mean, not the Eagles, the 49ers?
Why wouldn't I be able to say the 49ers? The 49ers, even with like what you want to call it, no quarterback play last year against Philly, they still was able to. Well, they did get blown out, but I'm just saying, like, even with uncertainty at quarterback, I'm still taking those 49ers over the Buffalo Bills in most categories. Like, their defense is clearing the damn Buffalo Bills. Clearing. Defensive line is clearing
the Buffalo Bills still do have a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense.
No, I said defense. The 49ers defense is clear.
But they have a top 5 defense though.
Bro, what that did for them in the playoffs? We seen a third string. We seen a third string quarterback with the Miami Dolphins killed them time and time again. And he was a little bit better, the Buffalo Bills would have lost in the first round. That's a fact. And then you seen Bengals straight up killed them, boy. Stop researching. I see you researching.
I am because I need to look at this right now. I need to look at this.
And you acting like the 49ers, I think there was like one or two like top defenses or something.
I'm not saying they aren't. I'm not saying they aren't. But what I will say is that the Bills was still like that. They
yes, they was a good statistical team, but when the time came, there was nothing to be worried about, to be honest with you. at least the 49ers, you still had to worry about Nick Bosa coming off the edge. You still had to worry about Fred Warner. Like they had people in the secondary that you actually had to worry about. Like I'm just not. I just feel like the Buffalo Bills are widely overrated again this season, and I'm just trying to figure out why. What have they proven to y'all for y'all to continue this hype train on the Buffalo Bills? Oh, because they drafted Dalton Kincaid. Really? He's changing so much on the offense? Like, bro, you have a disgruntled wide receiver already there who looking like he might be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I mean, Josh Allen didn't perform the best in in the playoffs. He's like a roller coaster. He's up and down. And now you're telling me an older defense with Von Miller coming off, a team that couldn't get pressure, but now you're relying on Von Miller coming off an ACL to bring the spark off the edge.
Honestly, I'll take Von Miller coming off of ACL than a lot of other pass rushers in this league. I could tell you that. What I will say is that it's not far fetched. I
That
mean,
they're number two.
yeah, it's not far fetched. I mean, honestly, roster to roster, they're just as good as any other team. I mean, it's
Are they
just,
as good as Philly?
brother.
I'm not even gonna use
Yes,
my team.
yes, they are
Is Josh Allen
defensively.
is Josh Allen
Def-
that much better than Jalen Hurts?
yes, yes, he is.
That much better.
Yes, yes, he is.
Stop it, Darius. Is
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
okay.
Stop it. Josh Allen been doing it longer. He's
What
been
does that
doing it
mean?
better. Jalen Hurts is don't get me wrong. Jalen Hurts played like a top five quarterback this year, but we're talking about a very very small sample size of one season of one really really good season
I
from
agree. I
Jalen
agree
Hurts.
with that.
We've seen a consistent Josh Allen get better year after year.
No, we
Um,
didn't. He
yes,
just
we
threw
did,
he I think he
brother.
led the NFL in interceptions last year or something
No,
like
he
that.
did. Dak
Him or
Prescott did.
Dak. As I say, him or Dak, but he was right
Derek Carr,
there.
your
He
boy,
was right there.
Your man's Derek Carr was up there as well. And you know
He
what?
was right there too. I don't see you say anything about him being there. He
You
was
know
right there
why?
with them.
You done?
Yeah, I'm
You
cool.
done?
I'm chilling.
All right,
I'm
cool,
chilling.
cool, 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 cool. So it's not far fetched because at the end of the day, this is a top three defense still in the league. Behind the 49ers, the 49ers gave up 16 points per game and the Bills gave up 17 points per game. What are you talking about? If we're talking about rush defense, the 49ers is number one. The Bills is what? Number four? Number five? Great. If we're talking about a pass coverage, the Bills is a lot higher than the 49ers. If we're talking about secondary, the Bills got that. If we're talking about D line, pressure rate, sacks, we're talking about the 49ers. If we're talking about if we talk about linebackers, of course, I'll give that to the 49ers. Just Warner alone is, I mean, we're talking about him damn near the best middle linebacker in football besides Roquan. Um, so okay, I mean it's not far fetched. If we're talking about quarterback, uh, obviously Josh Allen. If we're talking about receivers, Diggs, I'll take Diggs by himself over Ayuk, even though I like Ayuk a lot, and I like Debo, but as a pure receiver, Diggs and Debo are not on the same level. I could tell you that right now. Kittle, he's done it for a long time. Game, I mean, he's the ultimate football player that can literally fit into any system because he's gonna do it all. He's gonna block, he's gonna catch, he's gonna score touchdowns. I like Kittle. So in Kincaid, he's a rookie, so we got to see it first. Um, if we're talking about running back, obviously CMC and O line, I got to give it to the 49ers as well. But I mean, I
Sound
on
like they better than
paper,
me.
no, but this is what I'm saying. Like on paper, the Bills are still a top tier team. It's just that my issue with the Bills consistently is just that in the playoffs they just don't win big games. They don't. They and again, I'll bring this up later when we get to the one question for every team. But it's just like they lose in the wild card. They lose in the divisional twice. They lost in the conference championship. It's just like when are you going to get over the hump? Because is happening consistently 4 years straight. Hopefully, it was supposed to be their year last year, but hopefully it's this year. I don't know, but if I'm just looking at this roster on paper, they're just as good as any of these other teams.
Um, I'll say this. That's cap.
No, it's not
The
cap.
Buffalo Bills are widely overrated. Like I was just listening to that nonsense that you were spewing about the 49ers. The 49ers cleared them at every area except quarterback. Like that's a fact. Like
Secondary, no, they don't.
yes, they do. What are you talking about? They got all pros back there. The Buffalo Bills
Who
do not.
who
Oh,
has all pros?
Ufunga, the 49ers. Ufunga is back there. They have Pro Bowlers back there. Like they just had
You
Ward
you
back there
just
also.
okay. Ward is definitely not better than any of the corners for. He's better. He's better. Obviously better than Elam, who the rookie is, the rookie. But other than that, he's
You're
definitely not
acting
better
like
than.
Tre'Davious White is like that anymore. He's not.
All
Like
right, bro.
stop it. Like you going off a passing, you going off the
I'm
pass.
not. Just
Tre'Davious White.
look
What
at
did
the
he do
stats.
last year? What did he
Look at
do last year?
look at the stats. The
I'm just
Bills
asking. What did he do last
the
year?
Bills only gave up 214 passing yards per game. The 49ers gave up 222. What you
There's
talking about?
I'm glad you brought that up because when you were saying, oh, they only what it was, the 49ers allowed only 16 or 17 points per game, and then but the Bills was right below them. I would expect so when they played the bum ass Rams with Matthew Stafford. Then they played the damn Tennessee Titans.
Now the Rams are
They,
some
they
bums. All right.
were they
But
not?
also, but
Bro, all of us
also,
have talked shit
also
about
the
the
Bills,
Rams, bro.
the Bills was top four in interceptions.
Hmm.
What are you saying? You
What does
talking
I
like
mean?
this? You
What does
talking
that
like they
mean? What does
trash?
that mean?
They're top ten
I'm
in
talking like
fumble
they lost their
takeaways.
top. I'm talking like they lost one of their top linebackers. I have not heard that come out your mouth yet. I'm talking like their O
Bro,
line
because they got
is
Matt
still
Milano.
sketchy.
Matt
It's
Milano is better than the other dude, Edmonds.
Matt Milano was there for the playoff run, and people were still cooking them.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he's not better than the guy that they lost.
They have a hole is what I'm bringing up at the other linebacker position.
And didn't they just draft?
Then the 49ers,
Didn't
they
they just
also
draft
added
his
Hargrave.
replacement anyway?
I don't know. I can't speak on somebody I've never seen play before. All I know is the 49ers added Hargrave to their defensive line. They already had Nick Bosa. Then linebacker, you already know they got Fred Warner and what's that? I forgot it. All Shakur or something like that. He's pretty good. Secondary is pretty good. Offensive line is clearing the Buffalo Bills. Wide receiver room is clearing the goddamn Buffalo Bills. Running backs is clearing them. The only thing that they have better than the 49ers is at quarterback. That's it. Coach is clearing Buffalo, and then the Eagles, same goddamn thing. Literally everything I just said for them applies for the Philadelphia Eagles, except maybe linebacker. And then the Bengals, same exact thing. The Buffalo Bills are widely overrated. They're not that team. They are not like that. They have their defense is getting old as hell. But yet I'm supposed to go off of, the stats say that they're this and stats say that they're that. Stats say a lot of stuff. Stats said Tua was basically one of the best quarterbacks last year. Are you saying Tua was one of the best quarterbacks in the league? Hell no.
Okay. Yeah, I disagree with everything you said. So no matter what you said was just nonsense. Honestly, it went like this: one ear and out the other because it was just a bunch of bull. I could tell you that right now because ain't nothing you could tell me that doesn't show. Honestly, the
So
Bills
you're
just
just going
doesn't.
off of stats?
No, I'm just going off the Bills. They just don't win big games. That's it. They just don't. They just come up short in the playoffs. And if this team can get over that hump, if they make it to the Super Bowl, I think they could win the Super Bowl. Honestly, I love Jalen Hurts. I think he progressed very well with the amount of talent that is around him. I got to give him 100% credit. But when we coming off sample size, Josh Allen has showed he is one of the best quarterbacks in this league for at least 4 years. for at least 4 years since he's been in the league. He's progressed and shown a level of consistency that he's a dual threat quarterback. He can run just like Jalen Hurts. He's the best rusher on the Bills. He has a bigger arm than Jalen Hurts. He's more accurate. He's
Is he more accurate?
just as strong, just as big, and he has less weapons. What the hell are you talking about? He has Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
Hmm.
He has Devontae Smith, fucking AJ Brown, and what's the tight end? Goddard,
Nah,
Dallas Goddard,
uh,
which and a better O line.
nah.
So what are you talking about?
What does that? But what does that have to do with who's better? I've never understood the argument of discrediting somebody because they have better weapons and the GM put a better team around them. That's not Jalen Hurts' fault that his team actually built around him compared to the damn Buffalo Bills, who decided to basically put most of that money towards the defensive side and not help Josh Allen, only bringing Stephon Diggs. They thought Gabe Davis was that guy. That's bad scouting right there. They thought some of those guys on the offensive line was those guys. That's bad scouting. I'm not
Yeah,
sitting here
the
about to
offensive line isn't
discredit.
bad.
Shit. I'm not about to sit here and discredit Jalen Hurts just because he has all
I'm
these
not
weapons.
discrediting Jalen Hurts.
You just literally brought up all his
no,
weapons.
stop. You literally just said that the Eagles are clearing the Bills at
Yes.
every aspect.
Besides quarterback, I said besides quarterback, and I think
I
that's
didn't hear
up for
that.
and I think that's
I
up for debate.
Well, that's
To be
your
honest
opinion.
with you,
That's your opinion.
like
You can go off that opinion, and I'm gonna tell you any day of the week that Jalen Hurts is not better than Josh Allen. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He's not better than Joe Burrow. And it's not,
I I never the thing about it is you're holding me to like I said this. I never said it. I just said it's not Josh Allen isn't clearing the man. It's close
yes,
between
he
the two.
is. Yes, he is. He's clearing that man, clearing him. And it's safe to say, if it wasn't for his rushing ability, Justin Herbert will be clearing that man too.
Clearing Hurts.
Yes,
Bro, stop it, bro.
just as a pure passer, yes. Just as
If
a
you want to
pure
go off a
passer.
pure passer, yeah, sure. These certain guys are better passers than others, but you also got to factor in their running, their rushing, and everything else they bring to the game. You
We're gonna
can't
have
just
to
be
see
like,
if that in long term, every single rushing quarterback, we don't even we've shown it has been shown that it doesn't sustain after a certain amount of years.
so
So
Josh Allen don't have much longer then. If
I
we're going
think
off of that,
I think that Josh Allen, because of his arm ability, can change his playing style, and hopefully that changes because he's going to end up in the same situation. But as far as a drop back passer, 3 step, 5 step drop, and throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game, Josh Allen's clearing a lot of these guys.
just because he's clearing people just based off of arm talent, that doesn't mean you're as precise as because Josh Allen isn't isn't the most accurate up out here. Just because you have arm talent doesn't mean nothing. Just means that you can sling the ball. Like all that's fine and dandy. What does that mean? That you can get the ball there at a further distance than other people? If you're
I
not
just
precise, I don't really.
I just don't understand how I could see it as them being one of the top teams. So let me ask you this: where do you rank the Bills? Because if they're so
They're
overrated,
like five. They're like 5 or 6 at
how are they
best.
5 or 6? They have a top
Because
three.
I because I've told
No.
you.
Stop. They have a top three offense. They have a top three defense. How are they 5 or 6?
Okay, let me ask you this: are you taking their offense over the Chiefs?
Yeah. Well, because they
You're
have
taking
Patrick
the
Mahomes.
Bills' offense over the Chiefs?
No,
Bengals,
no,
49ers,
no,
Eagles.
no.
Okay, that's 5. That they are 5 at best right
You're talking
now.
about total power rankings.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. I
I'm
thought you were talking about AFC. Okay, go ahead.
okay. All right. Now we go into defense. Are you take Defense is a little bit harder because I would take the Bills defense over the Chiefs. Are you taking them over the Eagles? It ain't that hard of a thought, Darius. It ain't.
No, no,
49ers,
no. I probably still take the 49ers.
Bengals.
Yes.
Stop.
I'm not. You think, but you think I'm just doing it to be an asshole? I'm not being. I'm not being an asshole. I'm being dead ass.
Oh my God. Darius,
They
who's
have
one
a
of your
top
most
three
over
defense.
who's one of your most overrated teams, Darius?
Yo, you are a wild man.
Jesus.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Because I don't, bro. I just think you're putting too much on the fact that they was a top three defense last year. But when that defense mattered, when they needed that defense to actually do something, they didn't show up. So all that's statistical stuff. That's fine and dandy. You did that. I can't take that away from you. But at the end of the day, when it mattered, they did not show up. They did not show up like a top three defense. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, they got a top three defense. But when it matters, they won't show up though. But hey, they still got a top three defense though. Nah, I can't go off of that, bro.
So you taking the Bengals defense over them?
Yes.
Why?
For one, we do have Lou Anarumo, the best defensive coordinator in the league right now, and
Forget the
he's
coordinator. Take the players
that
that's
that
playing on the
matters.
field.
But that
No,
matters.
no, no. Fuck that. Fuck
That
that. Because
matters. What
because
you
then I'm
mean?
taking Andy Reid. I'm taking Andy Reid over everybody, and that's the reason.
Okay, and you can
That's
you could
another
do that.
that's another reason why I'm taking the Eagles because they have a better scheme
But you
than
could.
the
That's
Bills. I'm
that
taking a
factors
lot of other
in.
teams over the Bills just as far as
That factors
scheme.
in, Darius.
Nah, that's
That factors
bullshit.
in.
That's
When you
fucking
talking about
bullshit.
defense, when you talking about defense and offense, that stuff factors in how they run their defense, how they run their offense. That stuff matters. You just want to go player by player. That's how you're going about it. Who has the better players?
Yes. And that's why I'm taking the Bills defense. And they
And
showed
okay,
that they
okay,
have a better defense than y'all.
if no, they don't. If we going off of the
Okay.
defensive line, we have a better defensive line. That is a fact. If we going off of linebackers as a whole, we have a better linebacker room.
All right. It's all right. We talk about the Bengals here. So I
No,
get it.
it ain't
I
even
get
got
it.
nothing to do
Nah, I
with it.
get
All
it.
they
I
have
get
is
it.
Matt
I get
Milano.
it.
You acting like
I get
Logan
it.
Wilson and Jermaine Pratt are some scrubs up out here, or
I get
or
it.
you acting
I
like
get
our
it.
defensive line isn't good. Like
You
stop
acting
it. Like
like the Bills
we
defensive
don't
line
have.
isn't good.
Do they have a DJ Reader on that line? No,
Bro.
hell no.
Bro. I'm not
All they
getting
got is Von Miller. All they got is Von Miller. That's
I'm
all they
taking the
have.
Bills defense over the Bengals defense.
Secondary, I'll give you the secondary just for the simple fact that we lost Jesse Bates and Von Bill. But before that, I'd be
No,
rolling with
no, no, no,
the
no, no, no,
secondary.
no, no. I'm not letting you talk about. We are not talking about Jesse Bates or Von Bell because you've been shitting on them
I
all off
said
season because they are
no.
no
I have
longer
not
on that
shit. I have
roster.
not shit on Von
He
Bill.
is a
I have not shit
Falcon.
on
We
Von
will
Bill. I have
respect
shit
that
on Von
man,
Bill.
and we appreciate Jesse for coming to our organization, and he gonna do great things for us, man. Super
Bro,
Bowl, here we
you
come,
know
and
you know the
my
hypocrisy.
second
You know the
overrated
hypocrisy.
team.
You was shitting on Jesse Bates before he came to the Falcons,
No,
but
I
now
didn't.
all of a sudden,
I never shitted on Jesse Bates.
who your
Never
team,
shitted on Jesse.
Darius? Who is your
Never
team?
shitted on Jesse Bates. Never shitted on Jesse Bates because I had him coming to Atlanta all year.
That doesn't
Um,
mean that you wasn't shitting on him this whole time.
I never shitted on him.
But what? All right, go ahead, bro. You got
What
it.
I say? What I say about Jesse Bates?
You would whenever I said that they was a top 5 second
You said that
safety
they were a
duo.
top 5 duo.
Okay, name me 5 better.
Since you want to go with all of these other teams, I mean 49ers, all pro.
Debatable.
They got a all
Debatable.
pro back there.
Okay, debatable.
The Seahawks, Jamal Adams, and
Stop that, bro. The conversation ended when you brought up Jamal Adams. Stop it. Who is your next? Who is your next team?
my next team is the New Orleans Saints. Your boy, man. Your boy Derek Used Car.
This man just coming with narratives.
Because a lot of people think that Derek Carr is just a game changer. They just think that the Saints is now going to win 3 more games and win the division and get into the playoffs because Derek Carr. But Yeah, my man threw for 14 interceptions back-to-back seasons. 2 seasons in a row, actually. Um, Andy Dalton. Your boy Andy Dalton. Uh last
My
year,
boy.
yeah, your man's. Um, last year, higher pass rating, higher completion percentage than Derek Carr. Um, Derek Carr, okay, great. He threw 6 more touchdowns. Whoop de doo. Great, fantastic. But he threw 5 more interceptions. Oh, Derek Carr been in the league for about
There's
eight years,
real
right?
quick,
No,
real
no, no.
quick
Let
question.
me finish.
Real
Let
quick.
me, brother. Let me finish my debate. Derek Carr been in the league for about 7, 8 years. He's only been to the playoffs one time in his career. Derek Carr is such a game changer. I love it. 0-1 in the playoffs. Congratulations in 9 seasons. Banged up secondary last year. So who knows what's gonna come out of that outcome. Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, I like Tyrann Mathieu. He had a solid season. We give him that. We give him his respect. Um, but he's not the all pro he used to be, but he's still a solid safety in the league. Michael Thomas, he hasn't played in 3 years, but this team, oh, great offense, gonna run away with the division, right? Um, and I just love that they have Derek Carr because when we play him with Jesse Bates, you mark my word, he gonna throw us at least two. He gonna throw us at least two of them things, and we gonna take it. We gonna take two of them interceptions from Derek Hughes' Carr. And yeah, so that's a very overrated team because everyone just anoints them to win the division, which they haven't in the last 2 years. But now that the division is up for grabs, the Saints are just going to run away with that division only because they have Derek Carr. And if that's who you putting your job on the line for, great. He's a great guy, great leader. But honestly, I'll take Desmond Ritter over him any day of the week.
Yeah.
I roll the dice with Desmond Ritter and then keep it moving.
you know, you know, I was about to interrupt you, and I said, "Nah, continue to think that you're cooking, because you're giving me time to go look up the stats that I need to rebuttal all the nonsense that I just heard." You brought up last year. Darius, what changed last year for the Raiders?
Oh, they had Devontae Adams.
No, 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 no. That
No,
ain't
no,
that
no,
ain't
no, no,
that
no.
ain't that
Stop it.
ain't what
You
I'm
stop it
asking.
right
That's
now.
not
You
what I'm
stop it
asking.
right now.
You know
You
what
stop
I'm
it right
asking.
now and let
I'm
me
not
answer the
asking about no
question.
damn Devontae
No,
Adams.
you let me answer the question. They brought in Devontae Adams, who I think personally is the best receiver in football. And I'm going to continue to say that. Hey, Devontae, you're a good man. You're a good
Hmm.
brother. Good, great brother. Great brother. Great talent. Appreciate
You know
your
what changed?
how you just dot these corners up. But anyway, they brought in Devontae Adams, best
Hmm.
receiver in football. And you
You
know
know
what? My man
you know what
Josh Jacobs,
changed?
man. My man Josh
That's
Jacobs. They had the
that's what
best
changed.
rusher in the league. They had the number one rusher in the league
That's
last
what
year.
changed.
Hey,
Hmm.
I'm just
It
saying.
it couldn't have been that John not John Gruden what his name is, what's that man name, the head coach, what's the head coach name?
McDaniels?
It kind of be McDaniels came in there and screwed everything up, because
Hey,
I mean
I don't know.
I'm just looking at from 2018 to 2021, 4 seasons. Bro threw over 4,000 yards and only threw 10 interceptions in 2018. Every other one was underneath 10 interceptions. So I'm just trying to figure out what has changed. And he had a passer rating of
Wait,
94.
wait.
Pass.
Timeout. 2014 through 12 interceptions.
No, 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 no.
24.
I didn't go to. I selectively chose the stats that I wanted to
Bro,
put out.
he been in the league for 9 seasons,
Bro, that
and
ain't got
three
nothing.
out of the
That ain't got
nine,
nothing. That
and
ain't
he
got nothing to
just
do
threw
with what.
under, and he
Yes, that
only
ain't
threw
got
21
nothing to do
touchdowns when
with
he
what
threw for
I
eight.
brought up.
Come
Darius,
on
that
now.
ain't got nothing to do with what I brought up. Nothing at all. And then I'm just looking at this. Then I said, Darius is talking all this big boy mess about this man, and I had to go pull up stats. Had to. They said most points per game allowed in starts by QB since 1970. Minimum of 50 starts. Would you care to know Derek Carr defenses are allowing the most points out of everybody in NFL's history with 26.3. Derek Carr has never had a defense ranked better than 20th. So what do you want this man to do with that? But what I will tell you is he's going to have a top 20 over a top 20 defense this year in the New Orleans Saints. And I guarantee you this, they're going to beat the brakes off those bum ass Falcons. And we're going to see just exactly how much used car nonsense comes out your mouth about them.
Oh, I'm gonna be on his neck all year. I'm gonna be on his neck all year because when it don't pan out, and it won't, it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be lovely to see, man. It's gonna be lovely to see, man. Yeah, I don't care about them bum ass stats. The man made the playoffs once in his career, and
How can you make the playoffs if your defense is
I
not
don't
good,
care.
Darius?
I don't care.
I
That
don't
doesn't
like. I
mean
don't
anything
get it.
to me.
If your
That don't
defense is
mean
not good,
I don't
they're
care.
not
I
getting you
don't care.
stops. What do you want this
If you
man to
like that,
do?
if you like that, you'll find a way. You'll find a way.
Jesus.
What about the offense? What about the offense?
What about him?
What about the offense?
What about him?
Because they was trash too.
I don't know if they was trash out there. I would say they
Yep.
more was solid.
2018, they was trash.
What they ranked?
2018, they was ranked 28th in offense. Let's see here. 2019, let's look at this. 24th in offense.
Hey,
Let's look at this.
improvement,
2017, when he made the Pro Bowl. 23rd in offense. Wow.
improvement,
Great
improvement.
job. Great
Yeah,
job. Oh,
improvement.
we're going backwards. So
Yeah.
the first two I said was
Mm-hmm.
worse than the third one I said, and we're moving forward at that point.
Mm.
2015. Let's go back. Oh, this was Derek Carr's breakout year. That year was the year. Wasn't he? No, 2016 was his MVP year before he almost before he got hurt. There was a top 7 offense.
Mm.
Wow, great job, great job,
Yeah.
great
I'll
job.
bank my money on the Saints any day over the Falcons. But hey,
Hey,
we go.
hey,
Man,
hey!
that day is gonna come real
I am a
soon.
betting
That day is
I
gonna come
am a
real
betting
soon.
man. I am a betting man, and I haven't gambled in a while. I
Mm.
will take that bet.
What's the bet?
The Falcons have hmm.
Bet a record? I like that bet.
I t- I think the Falcons have a better record than the Saints.
What you want to bet?
You want to let's do 2 more hats.
Say less. Say less.
Y'all
Bro,
about to have a lot of hats, man. I'm about to have
it
a
sound,
lot of new hats, man.
it sound nice. It really
I'm about to
do.
have a lot of new hats. You got any more overrated
Even
teams?
nah, I'm ready to get to the one question for every NFL team.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Because you said some a lot of nonsense
Nah, I
that
spoke a
past
lot of
topic.
facts. I bought stacks. I bought stats to prove certain stuff. I went off an eye test for certain people. Uh, it is what it is. Do you want to start in the AFC or the NFC?
Let's just go in order by team. Um, Arizona Cardinals. I started off. So for me, it's a couple of things. I actually got a couple of things for a couple of teams. For them, is just define draft capital. I mean, what are we doing with D Hop? He's an aging, expensive receiver. I'm not saying that D Hop isn't, you know, isn't a top 15 receiver still, top 10 receiver. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying he's very expensive for a team that's not even going to have Kyler for majority of the season. So trade him and get some draft capital. Trade Buda Baker, get some draft capital. You didn't pick up Isaiah Simmons' 5th-year option. Trade him and get some draft capital. He's been bounced around from linebacker and safety because he has coverage skills and coverage issues. So find some draft capital for this roster and try to do something. So they're not making any moves. They're holding on. They're hoarding all of their good players. Go find some more draft capital because this year I don't see this team winning more than 4 games, if that.
Um, my one question for the Arizona Cardinals is, what are you gonna do with Kyler Murray? Like that's my main question. I know before the draft there was speculation that they might send him to the Falcons and teams like that, but you're probably gonna be the worst team in the league this year. You're gonna be probably be number one to get Caleb Williams. You're also gonna have the Texans pick. You could get Marvin Harrison Jr. Why not just go ahead when draft come around next season and go ahead and trade Kyler, sit him out for the rest of the season, make sure that he's healthy for his next team. So my question is, what do you do with Kyler Murray?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's get to the Atlanta Falcons. Um, everyone's question is what is Desmond Ritter, but you know what? That's really not my question because I could see that we're all in. We're gonna give Desmond Ritter the opportunity, and I like that. I like that because Jordan Love is getting his opportunity. Sam Howell is getting his opportunity. Jalen Hurts got his opportunity. Aaron Rodgers eventually got his opportunity. So I mean, a lot of quarterbacks. Drew Brees at one point got his opportunity. So hey, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. So that's not the question though. My question is go find a receiver or another edge rusher in free agency. I mean, Ngakwe is out there, Frank Clark, Kyle Van Noy. These are just some veterans that can be rotational guys that can get you maybe 3, 4, possibly 5 sacks in the season that can help just upgrade the pass rush. Hey, I've seen a lot of bull crap from chat sports. They do a lot
I
of
don't
bull
even.
crap
I don't
sometimes.
even. I don't even
They
listen
they
to
they
them
they
no more.
done they done said we was going out and we're getting Quez Watkins today. Don't know where that came from. They said we should go get Nikhil Harry. Don't know
Mm.
why we would do that. They said we should get Sammy Watkins. Please don't get Sammy
He'd be your
Watkins.
best wide receiver.
Jesus, don't you disrespect Drake London or Kyle Pitts like that ever in your life again. And then, but you know what? You know who I will take? I will go back. I will go and take Julio Jones on a 1 year deal and have him for 8 games to where 8 healthy games from Julio, and I'll
This
take
that's just
his
that's just for your nostalgia. That's all that's for.
I'll take the knowledge that he has that he can give to Drake London and Kyle Pitts. I'll happy for that. I would happily take Julio back. But no, we do need a receiver and we do need another edge rush.
My one question for the bum ass Falcons is:
Yeah, you so disrespectful.
Will Desmond Ritter be able to actually use all these weapons that he have around him, or will he be a bust? Well, I can't even say he's
What's
a bust because he's a third round pick. So I can't even say will he be a bust. I will more so
Dak was a
say
third round pick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't even say he'll be a bust because I'm just like I don't really expect much from a third round quarterback to be honest with you. Just me personally. Um, so the question is, can he actually be successful in the NFL and actually be the guy for this team? Because I'm not really that high on him. I don't foresee that he's going to be the guy. I seen they said
But you
Taylor
said Jordan Love is
Heineke.
going to be the guy.
Yeah, there's a big difference between them two.
What's the
I've seen.
difference?
I like Jordan Love. I
What's the
seen that.
difference?
I just gave you the difference. I
You
like
just said
Jordan
I
Love.
like Jordan Love, but he threw three
That's the
interceptions his
difference.
first.
That's
He
the
played.
difference.
He played. He played 6 games and threw 400 yards and 3 interceptions. But you
Mm-hmm.
like that guy. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. I asked you, did you want to bet on who's going to have a better season? But you ducked that smoke for that one though. So
That's because
obviously
they're
you're not too.
All right.
Hey,
Let me ask you a
so
question. Let
so
me
the
ask you a
pack the
question.
pack. I think the Packers will be a run first team also. So there's no difference.
Let me ask you a question. Who uh what's a bust of a season for Desmond Ritter?
Getting replaced by the bye week.
No, no, no. Stop it. What's the bust of
That's
his?
the bust for me.
What is his stat projection?
I don't foresee him getting to the end of the season, so I can't give you a prediction because I don't foresee him making it to the end of the season. I think
Bar
Taylor
bar an
Heineke
injury.
is going
Bar
to
an
be.
injury is if he stays healthy. You want to bet he? I'll take. Let's take the previous bet back. Forget the bum ass Saints. Even though I think we're gonna beat them. So what about we bet $100, $50, $50? I don't like taking money from people. I'm a reasonable guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm a reasonable guy. $50 that he makes it the entire season.
I don't want to bet that. I would rather bet Jordan Love.
Oh,
How about Jordan Love?
oh,
How about Jordan Love
no.
versus Desmond Ritter? They
I'll
both
take that
in
bet.
2 run. Okay,
Look at that.
stats,
We got two
stats,
bets this spot. I like this.
stats. Will we bet
Stats.
$50 for that?
Yep.
Say less. But that's all I got for the Falcons. Just can
What
Desmond
about
Ritter beat
passing
that?
touchdowns?
What about it?
Nah, let's do stats.
That's
But I don't
stats.
know. But
That's
so
stats. That
all right. So
includes stats.
okay,
We're
okay.
going off for yards, TDs, interceptions, and quarterback rating.
Mm, okay, but what if someone has more passing yards, more interceptions, less touchdowns, and higher in lower QBR?
I guess we got to go off a team record then, huh?
We definitely have a better record than the Pats. Oh, what
Okay,
about
hey, that's,
you know what? Let's just make it easy. Week 2 showdown.
what about it?
Whoever has the better game. They play each other week 2.
Okay, say
Head to
less.
head.
Say less. Say less. Deal.
Ooh, ooh,
Deal.
ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, all right, all right. What we got next? What we got?
Say
We got the Baltimore
less.
Ravens. I'll let you start off with the Baltimore Ravens.
I've said my spiel about the Baltimore Ravens. Can they stay healthy? How they gonna look with a new offensive scheme? Um, can Lamar Jackson turn back the clock and be old Lamar Jackson? That's what I got for Baltimore. I'm not about to go on another spiel about them.
Yeah. For me, for the Baltimore Ravens, um, it's really health. It's really health, and because looking at this team here, I mean, Lamar missed 10 games last 2 seasons. OBJ missed all last year. J.K. Dobbins missed 9 games last year. Gus Edwards missed 8 games last year. Rashad Bateman missed 10 games last year. Marcus Williams, a free safety, missed 7 games last year. This is multiple starters missing numerous, two handfuls amount of games. So I think they have an opportunity to be really good, but I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen them really be healthy in the last couple of years. So next team is the Buffalo Bills. What you got?
Can they finally get over the hump? That's just the question. Can they get over the hump? Can they get over the Chiefs? Can they get over the Bengals? And that's the question. Can they? Because we've seen the last couple of years they ran into the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, lost. Then they made it to the divisional, lost to the Chiefs again. Now here come the Bengals, lost to the Bengals also. So now the question is, can they get past those two guys? And who's to say some of these other teams aren't going to pass them up on the way?
But Buffalo Bills, for me, it's the mental toughness, the ability to win big games. And I brought it up earlier in the pod as far as last 3 years, lost wild card, 2 divisionals, and a conference championship. I mean, how many times, how many years y'all going to continue to struggle to make a Super Bowl? And that's my only issue with the Buffalo Bills, and that's why sometimes I lose faith in them. But I mean, I still think they're a really good team.
Sound like you back on the bandwagon.
I still think they're a really good team. I can't count them out, but I think they got to definitely show me another level. Um,
You
um,
don't count nobody out in the AFC.
I don't, because I think there are a lot of
Just the
good teams.
NFC, huh? Just the NFC, though.
Oh yeah. Falcons
Yeah,
is coming. Falcons is coming.
yeah.
Carolina Panthers. For me, is can they put it all together? Because you know what, being in the NFC South, being a Falcons fan, I don't really have a problem with For me, it's really the Saints. And the only time I really liked the Saints when they had Reggie Bush. Other than that, it was always F the Saints. And the Carolina Panthers is next. I mean, but if no one ever worried about the Bucks. We didn't worry about the Bucks until Tom Brady really got there. So the Panthers, I will give them credit. They've always had some good talent, but they could just never piece anything together. It was just like just another bad organization that just really couldn't do much with what they had. I mean, you now got your franchise quarterback. You got Hayden Hurst, you got Adam Thielen, Miles Sanders, DJ Chark, some good veterans to put around him. The defense is young and talented, but let's see if they could actually put this roster together and win more than 7 games. And that's the max amount of games I really see them winning. 6, 7
Um,
games.
for me, it more so of will Bryce Young be able to withstand the NFL? He's a smaller guy. Will he be able to have the success that he's had in Alabama? Me personally, I believe that he probably will, but it's still a question of we got to see it. Like we got to see it. We got to see if he's going to be able to be successful. They say being a shorter guy in the NFL is all about passing lanes and being able to see that's seen through the old lineman that's hovering over you. So that's my main question. Can he be effective like how he was at Alabama? Can he translate to the NFL even though he's a miniature guy?
All right, Chicago Bears. For me, is what can Justin Fields do as a passer? I mean, I understand he has really a really good rushing ability. I know that. I know he can run the rock. But I mean, one of the worst completion percentages as a QB as a starter. He was ranked 30th in QB percentage. Okay, he elevated his passing touchdowns, but he still had double digit interceptions. Um, Granted, he was tied for sacks with Russell Wilson, but out of all starting QBs in the NFL, guess who held the ball the longest in the pocket? He actually came in second. Deshaun Watson was number one. Justin Fields was number two. So can he elevate his game as a passer? He has more weapons. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can get better. Let's see if he can develop.
That's really the same question I got for him also. Can he actually be that guy? That's just what it is for me. Like I haven't seen much to really give me any hope. Oh, I guess you could say he has a little bit of hope, but honestly, they have the weapons around him. They have Cole Kmet. I'm not the biggest Claypool guy. They have Darnell Mooney. They just went and got him DJ Moore. They're trying to build that offensive line. The next step is because we've seen what he can do as a runner. Can he be just as effective with his arm as he is with his feet? Can he make that Jalen Hurts jump? And if he can, Chicago Bears might be a dangerous team. But as of right now, uh, I don't know, man. I just gotta see it first before I can actually say, yeah, that the Chicago Bears are going to be a dangerous team. Because if they do, the NFC North gets a lot more interesting.
Um, these two are gonna be your favorites, man. Cincinnati Bengals. What you got?
Uh can we finally get over the hump of actually finishing the job? Like, we made it to the Super Bowl, and hey, everybody knows certain stuff happened in the Super Bowl where we didn't finish the job. Can we finish the job? But then last year with the Chiefs, certain stuff happened. Hey, it is what it is. Can we finally finish the job? Can we stay healthy when the playoffs come also? And actually, our O line be able to stay healthy the whole year and the playoff run. If that is the case, Cincinnati Bengals will be the 2024 NFL Super Bowl champions, because that's the only thing that's limiting this team is the O line staying healthy.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. For me, it's I mean, I do give you credit. Yeah, I do got a good offensive coordinator. Yeah, I do got a good defensive coordinator, and Zach Taylor has done very
And
well with
hate
his
is
job.
about to start now.
Nah, no hate, no hate. For me, it isn't the hump to get to win the Super Bowl. It's this revamped secondary. How are they gonna look? Um, they bring in Nick Scott from LA. You got Daxon Hill, who you drafted last year. That's going to be a Jesse Bates or Von Bell replacement, whichever the two, whatever. Cheeto's coming back. Don thinks he's a top five corner. I don't know about that, but good corner, good corner. Potential second year starter and Cam Taylor Britt. Mike Hilton actually played very well last year in the playoffs. Jordan Battle and DJ Turner, they could be solid pieces. Who knows? They could be starters, rotational guys. Who knows? They got a young secondary. Besides, the couple of veterans that I named, um, and let's see if they can continue what the Bengals have done the last couple of years. I mean, they showed that to be a solid defense, solid secondary.
I believe Cam Taylor Britt only allowed about 50 something yards in the playoffs total. But hey, go ahead. Just saying. Just saying.
Next one is the Cleveland Browns. What you got, man?
Can Deshaun Watson turn back the clock and be old Deshaun Watson? Because that's the only way the Cleveland Browns are going to be able to make any
Oh
type of
man.
noise. But I mean, I don't. Me personally, I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to turn back to a top five quarterback. I think at best, if everything goes right, he could be top 10 if everything goes right because the league is so much more talented now. But I can't bank on the Cleveland Browns. So, hey, that's the question. Can Deshaun be old Deshaun?
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the head with that one. I mean, that's pretty much it. Can Deshaun will he turn the clock and be the old Deshaun Watson? Former, yeah, I had it right on the money as well. I mean, can he just be at least a top 10 quarterback? At least he could be number 10, but I need to see something. I need to see some form of the old Deshaun Watson because I'm very afraid for this roster to get into that cap hell that they will get into within the next couple of years. Next team will be the Dallas Cowboys, and now for them, I got can they get over the hump and actually at least make a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott leading them to the Super Bowl. I mean, they brought in Brandon Cooks, a nice deep threat for the offense. Tony Pollard, he's now taking over the backfield. They brought in Gilmore to pair with Trayvon Diggs. I think that's a great duo right there. But it's the Cowboys. They'll do Cowboys things, and yeah, that's just naturally what they do.
For me, for the one question for Dallas is what is Mike McCarthy gonna be? Like Mike McCarthy, he's a coach that everybody has uh a wide range of opinions on. Some people think he's a good coach. Other people think he's not that good. He got his ring off the back of Aaron Rodgers, and we've seen his time in Dallas. It's been some questionable stuff. Them not getting down versus the 49ers 2 years ago in the playoff game to be able to spike the ball. We've seen even last year why they lined Zeke up as the center and he bro got bulldozed over.
Wow.
So it's a lot of just questionable stuff that Mike McCarthy and these Dallas Cowboys do when the playoff time comes. I'm not too much worried about them in the regular season because the NFC is so easy. There's only like three teams that they really have to actually I mean two teams they actually really have to worry about. And then there's like some questionable ones that could pop up. But it's just all going to boil down to can Mike McCarthy be a good coach in the playoffs?
Yeah, yeah. Denver Broncos. For me, is can Sean Payton change life in Denver? I mean, can he help Russell Wilson get back to his old form or some form of his old form and, help this team win some games that they were supposed to win last year? So that's really it, man. Let's see what kind of roster he could build with them.
For me is Can Russell Wilson turn back to Seattle Russell Wilson? Me personally, I don't think he can because Pete Carroll is not in Denver. And I know you're gonna say they got Sean Payton. That's all fine and dandy. I'm just not the biggest Russ guy. I don't think that he's gonna be able to turn back the clock. At best, he could be top 15. So what can you get out of Russ? Because last year, bro looked absolutely like trash.
Detroit Lions.
uh, can Detroit make that leap that everybody is just pre-anointing, saying that they're going to win the NFC North? Can Jared Goff have another good season? Can they live up to the hype? Is the real question. Can they literally live up to all this hype and they have not done nothing to get this type of hype? I get it. Detroit has not been good all these years, and now you finally see that they have a top offense. They have some weapons. Jared Goff is playing good. Offensive line is pretty good. Defense is a work in progress. So can they live up to the hype? Is the question.
Yeah, that's mine as well. Can they exceed expectations? They're expected to make the playoffs. They're expected to win that division. They're expected to make another leap as far as being a talented roster. Can they do it? Can they overcome it, or, the hype around them? Green Bay Packers. What you got?
Hmm. Can Jordan Love be the true successor after Aaron Rodgers? Can he be the Green Bay Packers quarterback for the next 15 years like Brett Favre and Rodgers was? Can he be that guy? That's what it all boils down to. He's had time to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, learn from him. Now it's your turn. Go out there and bust these team asses. Go win me some money week 2. That's all. That's all I need.
Yeah, he gonna lose you some money week 2. I'm sorry to tell you that, brother. Um, but I hope the best for Jordan Love after week 2.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's the same thing, man. It's a big shoes to fill as far as Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and you're a first round draft pick. So can you be the successor of those two Hall of Fame quarterbacks? Um, granted for however you feel, outside of football. But yeah, Houston Texans. For me, it's can D'Amico Ryans change life in Houston? I mean, he got his franchise quarterback, and then he traded up and got the defensive player I know he really wanted. So you got hopefully two game changers on both sides of the football. They didn't do too much as far as free agency, as far as splashes this year, because I'm sure they're trying to save some money for next year. And because next year I don't think they traded one of their first round draft picks to get the third
Yeah.
overall pick this year. So
Yeah.
let's see what he can do.
My question for the Houston Texans is: will Will Anderson live up to the hype of trading away next year first round pick? Because if he doesn't live up to the hype, y'all are going to be a top 5 team in the draft again, and that's going to give the Arizona Cardinals a beautiful thing to see on draft night when they have a 2 top 3 or 2 top 5 picks in the draft, and they're able to change the whole dynamic of the Arizona Cardinals. So that's my question for them, because even if they do decide to keep Kyler, Arizona could easily flip one of those picks and get a haul of draft picks for. So it's just more so of, can Will Anderson live up to the hype, and can D'Amico Ryan put him in positions where you could maybe not win the division but challenge Jacksonville for that division this year?
Well, shit. If Arizona has their first round draft pick, they trade Kyler, get another two first round draft picks. Then they can
Mm.
flip that other first round draft pick. I mean, damn.
Hey,
They
Arizona is in a beautiful situation
they
right now.
they set up for a couple of years now.
I'm trying to tell you, because I don't know what y'all would have gave. No, y'all was gonna give them the 8th pick. I don't know what else y'all was gonna give them for Kyler, but hey, it would be no Bijan in Atlanta right now.
Wait, but he is in Atlanta, so we good. We good. The Colts, man. For me, Is what kind of development is Anthony Richardson going to have? What what kind of player is he going to be? Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts? Let's see. So that's really what it is for me.
For me, can Jonathan Taylor return back to old Jonathan Taylor and actually help this young coach, rookie coach, and this young rookie quarterback help them develop into this league? Because if he's running like how he was like 2 years ago, hey, you ain't gonna really have too much pressure on the young boy back there because you can easily just hand it off to Jonathan Taylor and let him control the game for you. So it's really, can Jonathan Taylor stay healthy and return back to old Jonathan Taylor?
Jacksonville Jaguars, what you got?
Can they take a leap and actually be a top three team in the AFC? Like, I get it. They have the highest ranked quarterback since Andrew Luck, and
Who said that?
say some man I know, Oh, and they have Calvin Ridley. He's gonna get 1,500 yards next year. So my question
100%.
is,
I'm picking
with all
Calvin
that,
in fantasy football.
yeah, we need to do a fantasy league, man.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got a league. I got a league for you, man.
Send
I'll
send
join.
send send, send it to. We'll talk about that off here.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, can they make that leap? Like, y'all, I give them this. They gave Kansas City a run for their money. They did let Chad Henne score a touchdown on them. I did not forget that. But can they challenge a Kansas City, a Cincinnati, a Buffalo, a Miami, Baltimore, like teams like that?
Yeah. Yeah. They got them winning. I think the over under is 10.5. Is this team going to win 10 plus games? I don't know. Trevor Lawrence was my breakout player of the year last year, and he broke out as far as what he was supposed to do, especially from his first year to his second year. So let's see if they can be multiple years of winning their division. Let's see if they can run their division. Chiefs, what you got?
Uh, do some of the young guys get complacent? Like, do they? I know Patrick Mahomes isn't. I know Andy Reid and Travis Kelsey isn't. But like you said, they got a whole bunch of young boys coming up in there. They having to retool with young guys. Are some of these guys gonna be like, "Oh, we coming in here with the Kansas City Chiefs. We good." Secondary, they might be feeling themselves right now. Can you repeat the same process that y'all did last year and be able to try to challenge for that Super Bowl again this year?
Yeah,
Oh, and also,
sound like that
also,
Bucks secondary.
also, what is the offensive line gonna look like? Because I seen y'all bought in Donovan Smith. Trust me, that is not the answer, like Jimmy Butler said.
We'll see. We'll see. For me, is can Patrick Mahomes continue to make the receivers around him better without having really an elite threat? I mean, Mark Kadarius Tony, is he going to stay healthy this year? Sky Morris, he's gonna. If I think he'll be that Swiss Army knife as far as like that Miko Hartman in that offense. Can he make another leap? Yo, Justin Ross. We forget about Justin Ross, how nice he was in Clemson, and he would have been easily a first, second round draft pick. But I think he had
I
some
was to
type of,
say he had some type of injury where he wasn't able to play.
yeah, it's like some type of toe injury or something like that.
I
I
thought
don't
it
know
was
if
serious. I thought it was
I
more
think
serious than that.
yeah, it's definitely a lot more serious. It's either illness or injury that's significant. But I believe they cleared him to play. Don't know, but if he is, I think he could be a sleeper receiver on this team. And also, you got Marquez Valdez Scantling. Is he just had his second best career season last year? Is he going to be consistent? Like who knows? Who knows with these weapons besides Travis Kelsey? Las Vegas Raiders. What you got?
My God, Jesus, what do you do with Devontae Adams? Because he does not seem happy to be part of the Raiders right now. He
I wouldn't
doesn't
either.
like. It doesn't seem like he likes the way that they're planning to move ahead as a Raiders organization. So, what do you do with him? Can you even trade him? I mean, I know there's value, but who has? He's making like close to $30 million or something like that. who has the space to even take a contract like that, and what can you get back for him? To be honest with you, like he's getting older in the tooth, and he's still top three wide receiver out here. But our team's gonna be lining up to throw money. I mean, throw draft picks and take on that salary of a 30-something-year-old wide receiver when it's starting to become wide receivers are like a dime a dozen now coming out the draft. To be honest with you.
For me, it's what does this offense look like without Derek Carr? I mean, you got Jimmy G. There's rumors
Somebody you
on.
said that's better than Derek Carr.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mm.
They got Jimmy G, not Derek Carr anymore. Uh, like you said, um, like you said, uh, what are they going to do with Devontae Adams? They got Hunter Renfro that's been on potential trade rumors. They got Michael Mayers. Sorry about that, Michael Mayers, who I think will be a solid starter, and Jacoby Myers as well, who I think will be a solid player for them. But what does this team really look like? What does this offense look like? I can't see them really doing much still. Um,
Facts.
Chargers.
T- Can they not charge it up? That's just the question. Because their team is loaded. To be honest with you, it's just a matter of will they not get in their own way? Will they not blow another 28-0 lead in the playoffs? Can they actually challenge one of these teams up out here? For can they challenge the Chiefs for the AFC West championship crown? So that's just really what it is. Don't charge it.
Yeah, I just want to know if Brandon Staley's really the guy for this job. Really,
Mm.
missed the playoffs this first season and lost to the Jags in a very ugly, embarrassing factor. Um, uh, I don't know if he's really the guy for this job, and that's my question for them. LA Rams. Are they making the right moves by keeping their stars? I mean, Cooper Cup, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, all coming off injuries. I think Cooper Cup. I I mean, you can't really trade him because that's your number one receiver. Matthew Stafford, we don't know what he's going to be like coming back from a spinal injury. Aaron Donald, he's been wishy washy about. I mean, the greatest defensive player, within the last 10 years. But I mean, he's been contemplating retiring. So I don't know what the stars is really going on with this team, and they don't have any draft capital to really they don't have no high draft picks to really make a difference. So I don't know.
Um, that's where I just roll with it. Like, is it time to actually do a full on rebuild? Get rid of Matthew Stafford, get rid of Cooper Cup, get rid of Aaron Donald. I think Aaron Donald only has like 1 year left or something like that. But is it time to get rid of these guys and just do a full on rebuild? Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all got a Super Bowl that y'all got some help by the refs to get. And so now, hey, F them picks. It ain't working out too well right now. So go get some picks, restart this whole situation over, and see what you can do. Hey, try to get in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
Yeah. No, well, they got Stetson Bennett. Miami
Bye.
Miami Dolphins is really on Tua's health. This team goes with Tua goes, and that's really it. What you got?
Um, Same, basically Tua in the offensive line because the offensive line is going to be the reason he gets crumpled up or he stays alive back there. So is Tua can has he learned how to fall on the ground yet? And also, can the offensive line protect
Minnesota Vikings. What you got?
him? Can Brian Flores fix that defense? Because that is the main issue with the Vikings. Kirk Cousins balled out in the playoffs. I know some people like to talk mess about him, but he held his own in the playoffs. The defense was just trash. So can the defense step up?
Yeah, I just want to know if this team's a fluke or not. 11 games within 3 points sounds very flukish. I don't know if that's a word, but they're a fluke. They're definitely a fluke. They're gonna win no more than 7, 8 games next year. Patriots.
Is Mac Jones the quarterback for Bill Belichick? Is the real question because this whole offseason it's been smoke, it's been static. So can Mac Jones prove that he's the quarterback for Bill Belichick, and can he bring them at least be competitive in a tough AFC?
Yeah, for me, it's is Mac Jones the guy, and can he make another leap with Bill O'Brien being the offensive coordinator instead of Matt Patricia? So yeah, that I'm with you on that. New Orleans Saints, my favorite. Uh, can Derek Carr lead this team to a playoff or at least a divisional win? Who knows? He's only been to the playoffs once in his career. Will Alvin Kamara be suspended? I don't know. Will Michael Thomas play
You
this
got a
year?
lot of questions over there.
I do. I do. I got a lot of questions for this football team. Will the defense actually stay healthy this year? And will the revamp D line play well? Oh, tune in next week to Dragon Ball Z. We'll find out.
And this is what a hater looks like. Truly a hater. Because this man ain't had no type of energy for the Panthers. It was just straight, oh, can this? One question. Now, this, that. Dang, bro. My only question is,
Hey, I'm just asking
can't,
for the Saints fans. That's it, man. Just
yeah.
asking for the Saints community.
My question is, what is this offense going to look like? Because I'm fairly confident in the defense. You could talk about Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, like you said, he's going to probably be suspended. Michael Thomas, mm, can he? I'm not going to even say return to form, but can he be a serviceable wide receiver out there
Can he play
next year?
10 games?
Right? I mean, hey. So it more so just relies on the offense for me. It's some question marks, and if Michael Thomas isn't able to return to at least a solid number two, who steps up at the number two wide receiver after Olave?
Yeah. New York Giants, what you got?
To, can Daniel Jones repeat what he did last season with Brian Dayball, or was it a one hit wonder? I need to see it myself. Mm, I don't know where I fall on it yet, but that I just need to see it again.
Yeah, he got Darren Waller. He got Jalen Hyatt. So let's see what he can do. I'm on the same boat. I'm on the same page, man. New York Jets, what you got?
Does Aaron Rodgers actually make this team a Super Bowl contender? Like how all these ESPN pundits and all these people just think that they're just automatically a top four team in the AFC. Can Aaron Rodgers actually change the trajectory of this team? Can he actually get this team back into the playoffs? Because I think they have like one of the longest playoff droughts, or was it when it was something that they have that is something crazy. It's like 50 something years for the Jets or something like that.
Since the playoffs?
Not playoffs, but what was it? Was it being to the Super? No, it wasn't to Super. I can't remember what it was for the Jets, but it was something crazy that the Jets have.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you, man. Does Aaron Rodgers really make this team a legit Super Bowl contender or just another playoff team? And who knows? Eagles, for me, is can they bounce back from the Super Bowl loss and actually win a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts or actually run the NFC consistently? Let's see if they can run the table and be the best team in the NFC consistently year after year.
My question is, was one last year or one hit wonder? Got to see.
Oh, look at that.
Hey man, I was agreeing with you, but it was just the simple fact that you said that he cleared him so easily that that's the part that just I didn't sit right with me. So the fact is, and you just seen me and Berta going back and forth in group chat earlier about. Did you see that nonsense?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't.
when you get a chance, go read that text thread that me and him went back and forth on. But yeah, can the Eagles bounce back? Will they have a Super Bowl hangover? Is the real question. I know when the Bengals lost in the Super Bowl, that's all I heard. Will the Bengals have a Super Bowl hangover? And a lot of people was like, yes, they will. They will not make the playoffs. It's amazing how the
Oh,
Eagles aren't
damn.
getting. Yeah,
Damn,
it's
they're not gonna make
amazing.
the playoffs as
Yeah,
well.
hey, it's amazing how the Eagles aren't getting that type of treatment this year. But hey, I guess. Mm.
Pittsburgh Steelers, what you got?
Can Kenny Pickett, two gloves Pickett, actually be the guy in Pittsburgh to actually bring them back to the playoffs on a consistent basis? I don't know. I really don't know. I think he's a Derek Carr level player, so we're gonna find out this year.
Yo, you are funny, man. You are
What
funny.
what did I say?
Kenny Pickett is actually really good. Oh
He
man.
is. I don't think Derek
Oh
Carr is bad.
man.
I don't
I
think
think
Derek Carr is bad.
definitely think Derek Carr
So
is what his name says it all. Uh yeah, is Kenny Pickett really gonna change life in Pittsburgh? Does he make this team? Does he get this team really into the playoffs? Do they sneak into the playoffs with him being the guy, the franchise? He has some outside threats. Let's see if he can make it work, make it happen. San Fran, what you got?
oh, will a quarterback come back to bite them not having an actual quarterback this season? Because we don't know what Brock Purdy's situation is, and it seems like they're leaning towards Sam Donald. So, will the quarterback situation come back to bite them? Because I get it, Kyle Shanahan can make sorry or mediocre quarterbacks look decent or good, but will he be able to do it with Sam Donald and Trey Lance?
Yeah. Got the same questions, man. Who gonna play quarterback? Is Purdy was cleared to throw today, so
He was.
this week, yeah, I think they just cleared him to throw. So let's see if he's gonna take that leap and be the starter. Let's see if Sam Darnold come in and Kyle Shanahan gets him in there and brings the best out of him, or is Trey Lance gonna show he was a bust? Let's see. Seattle Seahawks. For me, it's was Geno's breakout season a one-hitter quitter. First real season as a high-level quarterback, and can he lead this team back to the playoffs at the age of 32? What you got?
For me, it's can they challenge one of those top three teams? Like we seen in the playoffs, 49ers just absolutely manhandled them after the second half. Can they do you even think they could even mess with Philly? I don't know. Do you think they can mess with Dallas? Maybe. So it's time to see can they become one of those top four teams that people actually have to worry about? Can they actually submit their name up there and be like, yeah, we're one of those teams.
All right, Tampa Bay Bucks. Hey man, I got nothing to say. Got nothing to say for the Bucks, man. But I do got something to say for this one, man. Can Baker Mayfield revamp his career? I mean, he's a quarterback. He got Godwin, Evans, and Russell Gage. This would be his best opportunity. This is probably his last chance. But let's see what he can do.
My question for Tampa Bay is how fast can you get Baker Mayfield out of Tampa Bay?
Tennessee Titans, man. What you got?
Is it time for a rebuild? Do you need to go ahead and get rid of Derrick Henry, get rid of Tannehill, get rid of what is Kevin Byard? Like, is it time to do a full on rebuild? Because obviously y'all not winning nothing no time soon. I mean, it's getting sad just watching y'all play every single year. Y'all used to be competitive. Now it's like teams just coming up in there spanking y'all ass so easily.
Yeah, yeah. Mine is will Ryan Tannehill keep his starting job this year? Or will Will Levis take it over?
Of course.
Yeah. Washington Commanders, what you got?
Are they going to regret not going after a legit quarterback this offseason instead of staying with Sam Howell?
Yeah, my question is the same. Sam Howell, is he really the answer? Especially with this trio of receivers that you had. I mean, Don thinks you guys are a top three offense, but
Yo, why every time the Commanders come up, you wanna now it's top three. Now it's top three.
yo,
Lord have
just
mercy.
saying, man. You
Oh,
said it, man. Hey, I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just
Lord.
a messenger. That's it. That's it, man. All right. This is gonna be the last segment right here.
I was just about to say, do you wanna move on? Do you wanna move the worst fan bases to the next podcast?
Was is Berto gonna be here?
Probably not,
All right, so
because
let's
he
do
said
it.
he got to do the thing.
We can do it today.
No, so we just want to do round robin.
No, we're just gonna do the worst fan base.
No, I'm saying which one we ain't doing.
Oh, round robin.
All right.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. Top five worst fan bases in sports. In sports.
Oh, you
And
got to.
I'll start it off. I'll start it off number five. Number five for me is the New York Knicks, man. New York Knicks fans. Because I, the New York Knicks fans know what it is when it comes to the New York Knicks. Like they truly believe, like, yo, if the Knicks is trash, they understand. They're like, yo, we trash.
But
And
Darius, you can't say that.
wait. They'll trash the Knicks. Say, yo, we are buns this year. They realize that. But when the Knicks are unexpectedly really good, yo, the fans come out strong, and you can't tell them nothing. They say
That's what
fuck
I'm
every.
saying.
They say fuck everybody. If you're not from here, don't come here. They will disrespect you, your mama, your kids. Don't matter who in their way. Them Knicks fans is ruthless when the Knicks is playing ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the Knicks get humble. They understand what it is. But oh, you couldn't tell the Knicks this year that they wasn't going. That as soon as Milwaukee was out, you couldn't tell the Knicks fans that they wasn't going to the Eastern Conference Finals. You couldn't
Yeah.
tell them nothing. So I'm just like, yeah, I agree. They are pretty annoying. I cannot lie about that one. Um, one of my worst fan bases. Uh, well, I got to take a pivot because I did not know we were doing all sports. So now I'm gonna go with. Uh, it's not even that they're nasty. It's more so that they're just annoying. LA Lakers fans, they are so annoying, bro. Like
Wow.
all I hear is how many y'all got? How many you got? We got what they got like 17 or something like that. Bro, some of them titles was won in Minnesota, bro. Them shouldn't even count for the LA Lakers, but yet y'all counting them. Like I get so tired of hearing that. I don't care about what y'all did in the past. Tell me what you did recently. Y'all got a bubble championship, that's cool. LA Lakers fans, they're just unrealistic. They think everybody's coming. You see, Trey Young is coming. Fred Van Vliet is coming. Next we're gonna see. Oh, Jimmy Butler's gonna be getting traded to them. Like it's just so unrealistic with them. It bothers my soul, and it bothers me how much the media just even makes. I get it. LA is a big market, but the media even makes the LA fans get even crazier when they see them talking about them so much.
Yeah, the media does love them some LA Lakers, and that'll bring me to my number four, man. And it's them Dallas Cowboys fans. They think it's their year every single year. They're highly overrated, overhyped, and they get disappointed every single year. So-called America's team hasn't even won a Super Bowl since the '90s, and they have a huge fan base. There's Dallas fans everywhere. Like you don't really see that many Falcons fans outside of Atlanta. You don't see that many Bengals fans. Like you're the only Bengals fan I know. I know one Houston Texas fan. I know one Colts fan. I know I don't even know a Jaguars fan. Like, but Dallas Cowboys fans, they are everywhere.
That's a
Everywhere. So yeah, and them and the Lakers talked about mainstream media every single year, nonstop.
That's a fact. Um, my next one, I've been going back and forth on who I really want to go with. Uh, hmm. I'm going to New England Patriots because them boys act like they hot shit just because of what they did in the past. If they don't like to speak about what's happening in the present, it's always about, oh, we got six. Tom Brady has y'all six. Bill Belichick has not done nothing without that man. They're just snobby. They're stuck up. They think that they shit don't stink. When really in reality, y'all might not even make it to the playoffs in the next decade, to be honest with you, because y'all got Mac Jones at quarterback. To be honest with you, so their fan base is irritating. I just don't really like fan bases that tell me about the past a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're on my list, but before them, at number three, I got Alabama football fans. Roll Tide Road. Oh my gosh, Nick Saban has spoiled this fucking fan base with the fucking amount of recruits that they just get every single year. He's won 6 national championships, and it doesn't even matter that teams like Georgia or Clemson are building some good rosters and good programs. Alabama just thinks they just gonna dominate college football every single year, and that shit ain't gonna happen no more because other teams are getting better. And with this NIL thing, NIL deals, yeah, Roll Tide, they not gonna be the top dogs every single year anymore.
Facts. Um, my next number three worst fan bases. My God. Uh, I'm trying to debate which one of these two fan bases I dislike more. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs fan base is annoying. You might not have to deal
Wow.
with them, but trust me, as a Bengals fan that's had to deal with them these last 2 years, they are annoying as hell. They're obnoxious. It's Pat Mahomes this, Pat Mahomes that. Shut the fuck up. That's what it is. They're annoying, and I get so tired. Oh, y'all beat us last year in the regular season, but we beat y'all in the playoffs, bro. Nobody cares. Shut up. Like, stop. I don't care.
You hating over there. I
I'm
see
not
it. I
hate. I'm
see
not
it.
hate. I'm
I
not
see
hating.
it.
I'm just. I'm
Chiefs
just let.
fans.
I'm just letting
Chiefs
you know.
fans. Chiefs fans. I'm with you. We stand together. Oh man. Nah, number two is the Patriots, man. On my list, I was with you. The Patriots fans definitely had to make the list. They definitely live off those 7 Super Bowl trips and those 5 rings that Brady got them. They can't even accept the fact that he's gone. They think he's still there. They think he's still coming back, but he's gone. And Bill
And if he would,
Belichick is. What you about to say?
I was saying if he did come back, he going to a division rival from what all reports is. So I would love to see how they act then.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, you lost your opportunity when Bill Belichick was doing that funny business, and now he done lost a step. Brady got another ring before him, and he not gonna get another one. So it's over. Just give it up.
My number two is the Baltimore Ravens. Their fans are so goddamn delusional. They act like they shit don't stink. They love to tell me about the Super Bowls with Joe Flacco, and my response be, "What the hell has Lamar Jackson done?" And they like to say, "Oh, he's been injured. The Bengals have only been good for 2 years." Bro, we've been spanking your ass. That's what it is. I'm just trying to figure out why y'all so delusional about y'all team? Why y'all think that y'all team really like that? Why y'all think Odell is gonna change fortunes for y'all so much? Why it's just a wide range of why for the Baltimore Ravens. Like, it's levels to this. I get it. Y'all don't like us. We don't like y'all either. I can't stand none of y'all. I promise you that. I don't like none of y'all. But it's just y'all annoying as hell and y'all delusional. And that right there pisses me off even more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see. I can see. Number one for me is the Philadelphia Eagles fans, man.
Oh,
They
ding,
they
ding, ding.
they just be on another level, man. They ruthless, they cocky, they arrogant, disrespectful. They'll boo you the first time you don't do something well. They will boo you out of the city. Nelson Aguilar, Carson Wentz. Made him boo Donovan McNabb when he first got drafted. Apparently, they got a jail under their stadium, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Them Philly fans different. Remember when they played the Minnesota Vikings and they had the old lady and it was like, oh, uh I think her name was like Millsy or something like that. And they was like she's the number one fan or some shit. And then the Philadelphia Eagles, they had the sign like fuck Millsy. I was like, yo, these guys is crazy. What this little old lady do to y'all for y'all to go out there and go crazy like that? They different. They really
I'm, try-
different.
I'm trying to. Hey, they're my number one because all the posts and everything that you see from them, like they heckling people. People can't even get to their cars. They're pushing them. It's like, bro, relax. Like, why are y'all so aggressive up there? Like,
Yeah, they
why?
different.
I don't get it. Like, is it the environment? Is it y'all love that team that much? I don't get it. But Phil, I would honestly, from what I've seen, I don't think I'd ever go to Philly if the Bengals played them. Because the way they act a damn fool out there. And you talking about now, you talk about. I seen somebody say, if you go to Philly, do not wear your jersey. Don't even let them know who you're going for. Just sit there without anything on because it's that bad. Like I'm thinking about when I went to Cincinnati. My best friend, she's a Steelers fan. We didn't bother her at all. We was chilling. We spanked the Steelers up real good, and we just let it go. When we walked out the stadium, they had Bengals fans said little stuff like who they and stuff like that, but there was nothing of what I've seen from the Eagles. Eagles are just straight up just disrespectful.
Yeah, I went to there's a place near me called Philly Tavern, and I went there. The name speaks for itself. Um, and I went there with my Falcons jersey on and watched the Eagles versus Falcons week 1 season opener where they cooked us. We got cooked 2 years ago. Sat right there in the front and just all the Eagles fans in the back just cheering and singing their Eagles chant. One guy even bought me a shot. He said, "Hey, I know you need this right here." Yeah, yeah, I needed that shot. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Hey, at least they wasn't disrespectful.
Oh, they was very disrespectful. They was
Oh,
very disrespectful. But
well,
the nice man brought me a shot, man. The nice man brought me a shot. The bartender said, "I'm sorry you have to go through this," and I said, "It's okay. It's all right. It's my birthday. I ain't trying to. As long as I can make it out here alive. We wasn't even winning, so there's no point in them to beat me up anyway, man."
Hey, it was no problem to even mess with you. Hey, you team just got the ass spanked. Just let him go. He already seen this. Now, if y'all would have won, it might have been
Yeah,
hard to get up out there.
yeah. Well, good thing I was close to the door. You know what I'm saying? I would have talked my shit. We would have bounced.
Or you still go pop your shit?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Oh man, Don. It's a good one, man. It's a good one, man. Episode 38, man. More to come. More to come. Definitely hit us up on YouTube. Just got another comment there. Um, IG, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. We everywhere. Remember, like, share, subscribe, send it to your mama, your grandmama, your sister, brother. Even we do it for the kids, man. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You already know. Until next time.
It's that
Peace.
COMEUP. Stand back while I do me. I'm the King James of this era. Do my best to be 2-3. You see the metaphoric beat destroying MC. They had the way this turn, sit and learn from the OGs, but slowly I had myself out like a slowly get take paper to make paper. So I'm speaking from this loose leaf. Damn. I ain't even gotta talk about it. They said you public in the basement, but your songs is private. Bring back the monster, the one that you keep locked in. Shit, I ain't gotta score the points. Look at John Stockton. I put my niggas on just so they can make a profit. But for now, I ain't get up and play that monster in the closet.